Hola mis amores. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the wrong way to deal with grief. This topic hits home to me because in 2016, my favorite uncle was murdered in Honduras. And since then, that really took me into this journey to figure out what makes me happy, this journey to learn what fulfillment feels like, and that's kind of how I got here in this space where I am very at peace with how I live my life and personally feel very fulfilled about everything that's happening around me and wake up every day with a smile on my face. So today I want to share with you 5 ways how not to deal with grief, okay? So let's get started. The first thing is do not ignore it. Do not ignore this pain. When my uncle was murdered, I found myself ignoring how I was feeling. I found myself being like, if I don't address it, it's going to go away. I'm not going to even think about it. But it turns out that I was wrong. Ignoring these feelings does not make it go away. It actually prolongs the process of healing. So instead of going through your first instinct to actually ignore these feelings, I encourage you to feel this pain, to let the pain sit within you, consume you, and I want you to feel it. I want you to feel it going through your veins, through your spirit, and really feel the intensity of that pain, because that's the first step to really going towards healing. Second, after you're done ignoring the pain, I want you to not carry any of this pain with you into your future, to release the attachments to this pain. So a lot of us feel like a way to keep people's memory alive is to continue feeling the pain. It's like if you decide to stop feeling this pain, you almost forget about the person that passed away, the person that you loved. And that's not the case at all. When people pass away, they don't want you to feel pain for the rest of your life. You don't want to feel pain for the rest of your life because it's not a healthy thing. So instead of feeling like you want to carry this pain with you, once you're done ignoring it and you're feeling it, release this pain. Release your attachment to the pain. It's not good for you to attach to pain because you think it's a good thing to do. Release the pain. You don't need to feel this pain, and in fact, it's not going to make your healing process any easier if you're attaching yourself to this specific pain. Number 3, forgive yourself. A lot of us, when someone passes away, we start feeling bad for the things that we didn't say, the things that we didn't do, for the things that we wanted to do and we wanted to say to the people that passed away. And we carry that with us, and it's an energy that it doesn't help your healing process. Healing from the death of a person is hard as it is. So you want to give yourself room to forgive yourself for those things that you weren't able to say, forgive yourself for things you weren't able to do, and learn that it's done now. There's nothing you can do about that at this point. So forgiving yourself is literally the only thing that you can do for yourself. So I highly encourage you to forgive yourself. Number 4, forgive them. Sometimes the people that passed away hurt us. They might have abused us. They might have caused us a lot of pain, and we're still holding on to that pain, and we're not forgiving them. And what happens with forgiveness, as some of us might have heard of in the past, is about you. It's not about the other person. So especially if someone that has passed away, there's no need to continue holding on to the burden of them. There's no need to continue to holding on to this pain that you might have been feeling towards them. Release that pain by generally forgiving them for whatever it is that you feel that they need to be forgiven for. Just release it, because that's going to really help you heal yourself from this loss. You begin by forgiving yourself, and then you move on to forgiving others. So once you've stopped ignoring it, once you have released your attachment to the pain, once you've forgiven yourself, and once you've forgiven them, there's only one thing left to do, and that is move on. I remember when my uncle passed away and I started moving on from his death, and it felt like I was leaving him behind. And I felt a little bit bad about that, because I'm like, I don't want his memory to die. I want people to know who he was. He helped me so much. He impacted me so much that I want people to know his name. But the reality is that he is dead. These people are gone. And the only way to really keep their memory alive and their legacy going is for you to live your most authentic life, for you to be the person that they always wanted you to be. So my uncle, for example, he will always tell me that he wanted me to do what made me happy, what filled my spirit, what brought me joy. And now that's what I bring to the table. That's what I do. Now that's what I bring to the table. That's what I do. That's what I commit to on a regular basis. And that's the way that I bring his memory with me, and I keep his legacy alive. So find ways that you can live your best life and live life in your own terms that are in alignment with the things that that person that passed away wanted to do wanted you to do with yourself. If it was a negative experience, then use this opportunity to heal yourself and release that pain that you were feeling towards them, and really come from a space of love and kindness and compassion towards yourself. If this person hurt you or abused you, use this time to leave that behind and be reborn with a new energy of love, of kindness, of compassion. Grief is a really hard thing. Doesn't come with a manual. No one really likes to talk about it. Death is the only thing that's certain, but we kind of like shove it to the side until it's necessary to discuss. And because of that, I think often we deal with it in a way that it's not healthy because we don't know how to deal with it. So this is an opportunity for you to take some lessons and strategies that you can utilize, that if you're going through a grieving process right now, or maybe it's not a person that passed away, maybe it's a relationship that you're grieving, because grief is not just people. You grieve situations, you grieve spaces, you grieve pets, you grieve relationships. Like, there are so many things that we can grieve, and we got to give ourselves the space to do those things. And often in our quest to ignore it, in our quest to attach to pain, in our quest to not forgive ourselves, not forgive them, we don't allow ourselves the ability to move on. And the reality is that the person, the relationship, the situation might be done, but you're still here. So you have to decide that you're gonna live your life, and that you're gonna live life on your own terms. And that starts with you forgiving yourself and forgiving them so that you can move on. So it's not a process that happens overnight. It's something that you constantly have to work on. But in that act of working on it, you get to process it over a period of time, and you get to live your life. Like, in a lot of us, death can either motivate us to do more, or it could terrify us to do less. And I want to encourage you to use the experience of grief, if you're ever presented with it, whether it's with someone you love, with a situation, or with a relationship. Use the experience of grief to bring clarity into your life, and to be motivation into your life, and not to be terrified by it. So I'll see you next time.